A pinhole camera is a light source-based camera where you place photo paper inside of it, and as the light goes through the pinhole, it creates an image on the paper. To develop the photo, it must be placed into a solution and then allowed to dry. Our hypothesis is that the larger the size of the pinhole, the more blurry the picture will appear because more light entered the box, overexposing the picture and thus decreasing the sharpness of the picture. One of the trickiest parts of this project was figuring out which type of photo paper to use for the best results. After attempting to use a type of nature print photo paper and failing, we came across the Ilford photo paper, which allowed us to take a picture solely with light exposure. Additionally, we needed poster paper, blueprints for a box, black paint, a black electrical tape, an aluminum can, and sandpaper, only to make the box. For the solutions, we needed water, dried mint leaves, vitamin C tablets, baking soda, and lemon juice. However, the most crucial part of the project was having access to a darkroom where everything could be conducted. The first step in our project was creating each camera. We made 3 cameras, each with differing size holes that allow light to enter the box. Each box also has a back where the photo paper is placed. On the front of the box, there is a shutter which allows light to enter the box only when the shutter is open. First, we had to cut out pieces of the photo paper in order for them to fit into the back piece of the cameras. This needed to be done in a dark room to make sure that the paper was not exposed to light prematurely. Once this was complete, we marked each paper with the size, object, and time frame the photo would need to be exposed for. We chose 2 objects, a goal and a fire hydrant. Each object would have 4 pictures taken of it, one with the shutter open for 30 seconds, then 1 minute, then 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes. The next step was to measure out the distances from our objects to where we would actually be taking the pictures. We had to be sure that the object would be in the field of view of the camera, so we measured and marked an X for where the cameras would be set up later during the experiment. Before taking any pictures, the solution needed to be made. First, we heated up 200 milliliters of water in order to dissolve 10 grams of dried mint leaves into it. The leaves had to be stirred in for them to dissolve. After dissolving, the mint leaves needed to be drained out, leaving a sort of mint tea behind. Next, we used dissolvable vitamin C tablets, or airborne, and put them into the water as the other part of our first solution. After this, we mixed 10 grams of baking soda into the vitamin C mixture, and we were left with the 2 parts of our first solution, which we then mixed together. For the second solution, we used 5 milliliters of lemon juice and 200 milliliters of water. We brought both solutions into the darkroom where we would then develop the pictures. Out of the 24 total pictures that needed to be taken, only 3 could be taken at a time, so we had to go to the darkroom in order to put the photo paper inside of each camera and then go outside to the position we had marked, take out the cameras, open the shutters, and time how long they needed to be opened based upon which picture we were taking at that time. Once the time was complete, we would have to close the shutters and bring the cameras back into the darkroom where they would be placed into each solution. Back in the darkroom, we had to dip each picture into the solution for 2 minutes while continuously flipping the papers to make sure that both sides were submerged. After 2 minutes, the photos were moved into the second solution for 15 seconds while also being continuously flipped. Once they were out of the solution, they were left out to dry and develop completely.